Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I'm Dave the Gameaholic, and today I'm going to give a tour of my game room. So without further ado, let's get started. I will start on this half. This is the first shelf I have here. On top you can see the box for my Nintendo Entertainment System. I got that for $80. Then over here is the box for my Atari 2600, as well as a scale model of a Ford Thunderbird. I'm a huge car fan as well, so I have a few scattered around here. And then down here is my PS2 collection. Used to be a bit bigger, but then I ended up giving half of it to a friend of mine, and now I'm trying to regrow it again now that I'm into collecting. Over here is the wireless controller I have. It's I believe a Pelican, although I'm trying to get it to work still. Over here is my silver PlayStation 2 Slim. I got this for, I forget how much, at a gaming convention. I don't really use it that much since I've got others, but I figured I like to have it since it's a nice silver color. In here, it's hard to see, but this is my copy of Resident Evil Director's Cut for the PlayStation 1, as well as my copy of Final Fantasy VII, both of which are complete. And then over here is my Nintendo Wii collection. This contains a lot of shovelware, but it's got some good games, like it's got Brawl over here, and it's got Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. And then over here I've got some loose PlayStation 2 discs, as well as another loose Wii game. Then over here is my single N64 game that I have at the moment, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. I ended up trading a few of my others to get something which I will show you in a minute here. And then over here is my original Halo Xbox. I got this with a copy of Halo 2 at a local video game store. At the current moment, this is the only game I have, but it's still a really good game, and I love playing on it. I plan on expanding my collection for the original Xbox within the near future. Then here's the controller S instead of the original Duke. Down here is my Nintendo GameCube collection. Again, I know it's kind of hard to see. Hold on, let me move here. I know a lot of collectors don't tend to have that much GameCube stuff, and I don't either, but a lot of these I had since I was a kid, since I got my cousin's hand-me-down GameCube, and a lot of them are pretty fun. Down here is my 4 Nintendo Entertainment System games. I actually have a 5th Excite Bike, but it's stuck in my system right now. I gotta install new pin connectors on that. Then what I just moved are some more of my PS1 games. I've got NASCAR 2001, Need for Speed V-Rally, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I'm a huge fan of racing games, and these are all really fun. Here's a sign I got for my birthday. It's a gamer sign. I do this stuff all the time. This is my original PlayStation controller that came with my PlayStation 1 when I bought it. Still nice and wrapped. I haven't used my PS1 yet since I'm still looking for a memory card for it. And then over here is my Spice Mango GameCube controller. This one was an American release because the Spice Orange GameCube actually was Japan exclusive, but the controller was not, so I picked up one of these even though it's broken. I plan on fixing it. And then over here, I've got some of my Game Informer magazines. Here's the one of Metroid Return of Samus, and the new God of War on PS4 actually. I do have a Game Informer subscription. I've got plenty of others, but these are the two I have with me at the moment. Here's my original PlayStation 1. I got this at a flea market. Nothing in there at the moment. Didn't come with a memory card, so I haven't used it quite yet. And then below that is my original Nintendo. Let me show you my copy of Excite Bike. See, it's stuck in there. I cannot get the thing out for the life of me right now. I'm going to get it repaired soon so I can play more on it, because it's really fun. Here's some loose GameCube games I got. Mario Party 7 and Shadow the Hedgehog. And then here's the last part of this shelf. Down here I've got my Nintendo 64. My dad actually found this one in a junk car. It works really well, but the problem is it's got a nice hole right there. Yeah, it's not so good. I actually tried to trade this in for something which I'll show you in a minute. But it works pretty good, and I still play a lot on it, although I only have, again, one game for it at the moment. But I plan on getting more in the future. It's a really fun console, and I really love it. And then down here is a spare PlayStation 2 unit I have. A friend of mine gave this to me. I've got too many PlayStation 2s on me right now. I literally have 5. I'll show you them another one. But this one right here, it works really good. It's got some scratches, but it works okay. I'm actually got some plans for that in the future. Let me just put these back. Here I've got some games I drew from GameStop. I kind of regret this, honestly. Here's Fatal Frame 1 for the original Xbox. I ordered this mainly because I wanted to play it, but this one I wanted to kind of get with the case specifically to grow my GameCube collection, but it didn't come with the case. Thanks, GameStop. Although my copy of Final Fantasy VII did come in complete in case, so I can't nitpick too much. And then here is my Sega Dreamcast. I got this at a flea market as well. As you can see, this is the only game I have. This is Sega Sports NFL 2K2. You know, not made by EA. So that's the first shelf I have. Now let's move on to the next part. Over here is my case for Sega Sports NFL 2K2. Then I've got random PSP games, Sonic Rivals. I thought it was okay. I don't play on my PSP that much. And then here's just some random DVDs I have. Then over here I've got my Wii U games. Just a select few that I like to play still. Oh, I've got this copy of NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup. I'm a huge NASCAR fan, and these are the only sports games I care about, really. Man, I know, kill me now, I got No Man's Sky, yep. Even though I knew the reviews were bad, I really wanted to try this game because I really like open world games, and it's a disappointment. Then here I have Watch Dogs on the PlayStation 4. It's a really fun game for me. I enjoy just messing around with the cops a lot. It's pretty fun. And then here's my Xbox One collection, mostly racing games, with the exception of Gears of War. Although I do have a few more digitals, which I'll show you soon. And over here, just some random TV remotes that I have. Then I'm going to start with one of the first of the two setups I have. And so here's what I got on this side. These are the only two PC games I have. I don't play on PC. I just found these two at a Goodwill. So I was like, what the heck? They look pretty nice. Here's my Mario Monopoly Collector's Edition. I got this for my birthday. It's pretty fun. I've never actually opened it yet, but I do like playing Monopoly, and I really like how they did these retro 8-bit pieces. They're really well done. Here's my Nintendo Switch box. I just got this last year. And then here's the box for a Nintendo Wii that I picked up. Then I'll show you the first of the consoles I got hooked up right now, which is my Atari 2600. I was last playing some Frogger on it. I gotta get a new joystick though. Mine won't go down for some reason, but I know Atari stuff tends to break a lot. I'm probably just gonna get a Sega Genesis controller instead. Then over here, I've got my PlayStation 2. I was playing some Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 on this. I've also got my Nintendo Switch right here. I opted for the gray model. And then here is my Nintendo Wii. I was last playing some Kirby's Dream Collection on this. It's a pretty fun game. And I played them all on this big boy. An old CRT. I know I don't really need one to play most of these consoles, but for games like Smash Bros. Melee, it's got better response times, and overall, I don't want to have them all hooked up on one TV, so this whole thing will do the trick. The next shelf I have, this has a few of my big box games. Here's SOCOM 2, although it's actually missing the headset. I gotta pick that up eventually. Just a random Pikachu plushie. My big box copy of Wii Sports Resort. I still got the game for that and the Wii Motion Plus. Just a little Ford F-150. And then here's the Kratos figure from this God of War Ascension Collector's Edition. And then here's 3 of my Call of Duty Collector's Editions. My personal favorite is this one. Then moving down here, I've got some third-party plastic zapper thing for the Wii. And then here's my PSP collection. Very small. I used to play on it a lot, but not as much anymore now that I got my Switch. Moving down here, this is a bit of an interesting thing. I've got my Pro Controller and 2 Wiimotes back there. I've got some scale model cards, as you can see. I'm a huge Ford enthusiast, so these are the last ones scattered around. Then they've also got my Amiibo collection. So here's Ganondorf, Mr. Game & Watch, Duck Hunt. I got both of the Robs, Dr. Mario and Captain Falcon. I also got Cloud and Pip, but they are somewhere else at the moment, so I can't show them. Then down here is just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Here is my setup for my modern consoles. I got this 4K HD TV, although I do not actually own an Xbox One X or a PS4 Pro, because we all know they're both made for 4K. Although honestly, I don't really care for it that much. It's not really that big of a difference for me. This is my Xbox One S. I'm currently playing some Forza Horizon 3 on it. Absolutely great game. This is what made me go for an Xbox One first. I know, call me crazy, whatever. Down here's my Nintendo Wii U. I still play Smash Bros. And occasionally some New Super Mario Brothers on it. Although it failed, I like it for what it is. I played a lot of good games on it. Here's my PlayStation 4. I was recently playing Watch Dogs on this, and I've also got the Amnesia Collection as a digital download. I really like a lot of things about this, and overall it's a really good console. And then here is my Switch dock. I have not used this in a while since I've been playing my Switch in portable mode a lot recently. But when I do play it, it still looks great on this 4K TV. For the top of this shelf, this here is the Nintendo Wii I had since it's a kid. It still technically works, but the disk drive is so bad, it'll only read normal discs. It won't read the dual layers like Smash Bros. Brawl, and it also won't read GameCube games at all either, but it'll still run Virtual Console and WiiWare just fine. Here's my PlayStation 3. It's an original fat model, although it's not PS2 compatible, sadly. It neither has the hardware nor the emulation software. It doesn't play PS2 at all. This is the first game console I ever had. It's the original PlayStation 2, and good God, inside this thing is a dusty nightmare. I've got plans for this in the future too, so stay tuned for that. Here's a Fast and Furious Toyota Supermodel car from the original. Again, I love cars, and I'm a huge fan of the Fast and Furious franchise, so I've got all three of these lying around, just to show that I really love it. Here's my Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2011 set for the Wii. It comes with the plastic stick zapper case, like that short shot I have over there. I've not actually opened this yet, although it was given to me from my uncle, so it's not sealed. Here's my 1970 Dodge Charger, driven by Dom Toretto in the Fast and Furious series. Absolutely beast of a car. Then I got Mayro cereal, the holy grail of collectors in recent times. Got this for my birthday. It's actually was common around here until it started selling out pretty quick. I'm glad to have this. I actually haven't opened it yet. I haven't even used the amiibo. I just don't want to eat it just because I like to keep it preserved. Then here is Paul Walker's Nissan Skyline from Too Fast, Too Furious. Over here is my PS3 collection along with my PSP, my Game Boy Advance, and Dreamcast memory card back here. 2 random DS games. Some of my favorites are Crysis 2, Uncharted 2, Black Ops 2, and Midnight Club LA. Over here's my Atari 2600 collection and my copy of Assassin's Creed Revelations. It won't fit on the other side of my PS3 collection. And then this is a loose card. I forget which one this is. And now for the most prized possession in all of my game room. Here it is. It's my golden Nintendo 64. I went through a long, painstaking process of trade offers, but eventually I settled on a local game store for an offer. $235 this was. Not a bad deal at all, considering they normally sell for at least $250 with both controllers. This one over here I got signed by the angry video game nerd himself at a gaming convention I went to. He had a panel there. And overall, I just really love the gold color on this thing. It's my most prized possession ever. And I just wanted to say thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tour of my game room, and I will see you later.